The one really interesting point you raise is the journey, and there's probably the cliched view of somebody, I don't know, having a in the shower has an idea, and then all of a sudden that's it, that's the idea, and then they patent it and they build it and they go. But we know now, certainly in terms of software technology, there's learning and iteration that happens. Can you talk a bit, like, I think that's really particularly important for climate technology. Someone they might see a really big problem, they might have an idea, they might be researching it, but it's rare that the first thought is the right one.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a bit about how that journey works, and how, like, is it transactional with you in terms of like once off and chat to you 5 years from now, or is like what's it like ongoing?
Oh yeah, look, definitely not. Look, we, as cliche as it sounds, we sort of like to go on the journey with the client. Obviously, the client's success is our success. Firstly, it's never, as you say, it's an iterative process when you develop things. Your first prototype of something may not necessarily be what you put on the market in however amount of time. So look, it's important to keep in touch with your attorneys from the beginning, but also throughout. Okay, look, I've developed this little bit of technology, which maybe it's something important, maybe it's not so much, but it's worth talking about just to kind of capture in case 3 years down the line, 4 years down the line, oh, wait a second, that was a little clever piece of technology that I wish we sort of threw in there and talked to our patent attorneys about. So,
Mm.
so we, part of how our FPA, sort of do business is to really try and get to know your business. And that obviously includes your technology as well. And so having that relationship, which is very much an ongoing relationship. And firstly, the patent process is not an overnight process either,
Yeah,
as I'm
yeah,
sure many of you know. It is over a number of years. There is sort of ebbs and flows in terms of how things go, but in terms of how a company develops their technology, that's no doubt in a lot of cases ongoing, in most cases ongoing. So it's really, I think the first step is if you've got something, you've found that sort of special little thing that you think is quite a special, unique feature. Let's talk about that. If that's enough to say, okay, well, that we can put that around as our core technology, maybe we can file a patent application for that. Next, you'll get, perhaps different aspects of that technology that may sort
yeah.
of pop up. Okay, this is a nice little, auxiliary piece of technology that goes with our core technology. Our core is still our core, but we're improving this here and there. And we might file, one or two applications. We might roll it into the same application if that strategy works. And then obviously there's the sort of next generation where we're like, okay, well, what's our new core technology? So it's really very much an ongoing iterative process, and certainly not a kind of wham bam, thank you, man, one and done kind of journey. So
Yeah,
so yeah. No, look, it's really rewarding to sort of see the development of companies over, as they develop and as they grow and be successful. It's
yeah.
it's great.